Today's vlog is brought to you by Absolute Charm Vacation Rentals.
Stanny, you're a patient boy.
Look who's back. Psst, psst, psst. Balfour. Psst, psst, psst. Little one. Did we find you in the woods? Did we find you in the woods? Yes, Ted. We found your baby, didn't we? We found your baby. Yeah. Where's Balfour? Where'd you go? Oh, there's Ted. Hey, Ted. Hey, Ted. I don't think this dog is going to appreciate that, Ted. Ted. Yeah, Ted.
Put it right in the middle of the house and run everything off of it, huh? Good. That sounds perfect to me.
I mean, it's
I'll let him make the decision.
Yeah, we'll do that. That way they don't have to run the whole extension
Yeah.
course.
You want a piece of 8 or 6 in here on it, you know, and then
That'd be nice.
it's already got a piece of number 2 on it about that big around.
That's pretty big. Yeah, we don't need that much.
About
wall.
6 or 8 foot long.
Mm-hmm.
Thumbs up, Jerry? Give me thumbs up. Give me thumbs up. There we go.
Yep. We can rock it.
We can rock it.
Rock and roll.
We passed our inspection. Remember when I said you never pass your first inspection ever? You never pass your first, like never. They come in and they make you a punch list, 3 pages long of things that got missed, they don't like, they like. Passed it. Was there anything on the list?
No.
No.
Well,
He
basically,
said put sheetrock up.
yeah, basically he's like, they talk about a few things about how they do staples these days and what
Right.
the codes are for those kind of things. But he looks around and he sees that everything is being done properly.
Yeah.
So he trusts that we will, do what the tiny little couple of
Yeah,
things.
just like
But yeah, he's
we
like, yeah,
passed.
y'all go ahead,
put up sheetrock. He said put up
insulate
sheetrock.
and put up sheetrock. How exciting. Yeah.
This is legitimate glee
Look.
right here.
Those guys are fantastic. I mean,
Awesome.
that's the kind of person you need.
Yes, he's not worried about throwing his weight around. He's not worried about looking like a big shot. He comes in here, he looks at it. First he said, I thought y'all were crazy when I heard you bought this house. He said,
Jerry.
this house needed to be pushed off into a ditch. That's what I thought needed to happen to it. They needed to bulldoze it into a ditch and back. I cannot believe what you all have done. You're doing it right. He just kept saying, you're doing it right. You're doing it right. You're doing it right over and over and over. So plumbing, wiring, framing, passed.
So we still have a couple of,
Little
a week or
tiny.
two of things just to get tidied up. Our punch list, we want to move this to there.
Yeah.
And then we're going to, we got HVAC hopefully going in this week.
Sheetrock.
It's gonna be incredibly
That's
different.
going to be amazing. That's going to be freaking amazing when
So.
we're doing sheetrock.
Yay!
Wow. 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 Awesome. And I said, every man got to have a
I
pocket
don't have
knife.
one now.
But I had already ordered it when we
Really?
had that conversation.
Oh, that's
When
awesome.
Kevin said, do you have a pocket knife, Marcus? And you're like, no, I don't have a pocket knife. And I said, every man needs a pocket knife.
That's awesome.
It was already on the way. So-
Awesome. I have one now. I don't even have one now.
Well, now you do.
Thank you.
Now you do.
Thank you.
There you
That's
go.
Our little thank
Appreciate
you. He's such an amazing friend. This is
Thank
our
you.
Marcus, with whom we could not live without.
Yeah.
Period. Period.
Who was the man that was able to talk to them because I don't know anything about electrical.
The
Oh, you did very
inspectors.
well.
So Marcus was able to say, yeah, that's a 4-wire, and that's a, was able to tell them what goes where, and I'm like, yeah, that big wire goes over there.
The umbilical cord runs that way.
But Jerry obviously is the more electrical probably of the
Yes.
two.
Yes.
But he's the one that was more interested in electrical.
Jerry is electrical
And Jody
inspector,
does.
and
Yeah.
Jody is the overall inspector. He's over the
Yeah,
building department.
yeah, he's Jerry's boss. Jerry is 84 years old,
84.
still out here working, loving it.
Says he's gonna work 5 more years.
Yeah, and
And
just
I can see it.
just loves what he does. So
Yep.
I mean, hey, that's something for us all to aspire to be, right?
Absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Awesome. So we
It's
go.
gonna always condensate.
Yep.
So
And then it's gotta evaporate
it's
back
gotta
out.
dry
again.
back out.
Gotta dry back out.
So we've just had about a 30-minute conversation on
Over something
insulation.
we know
Over
about.
something you know about.
I know, but
But-
it's tell them, Lane. It's
Well, I
when
told
it's your
Marcus.
house, you want to be comfortable,
Well, like I told Marcus, we have a whole highlight reel on Instagram about don't insulate your historic home, right?
Right.
And
Absolutely.
and you don't insulate your walls. You don't, especially here in the South. You do not insulate your walls. But this is our house,
I know.
so we had to check with Marcus and say,
We had to
this gospel that I preach all the time,
Oh,
is that
no.
right?
we had to
What'd you
talk
tell
through
him,
every
Marcus?
angle.
And it is right. Insulate the ceilings and the floors.
Yep.
Don't insulate the walls.
It's just good to hear a professional who does this every day.
But you're the professional when it comes to old houses.
I know, but
Well-
you're building houses every day, and so when you tell me,
but-
it's okay.
Tell them about the dehumidifier.
Oh yeah, that's new news.
That was
Yeah, I
interesting.
would put a dehumidifier in the HVAC
And-
just to keep the humidity down, just in case if it does get up.
and it operates with the system.
With
so
the system, it's
constant.
in line in the system.
So that's something we've got to look into. But that sounds really interesting
Yeah, I think that's something we need to invest in.
because
With all the money
having
we're going to save on insulation, we can buy a dehumidifier.
There you go.
Absolutely.
there you go. So that's been the last topic of conversation.
Yeah.
Topic.
Every day's a new day.
Yep.
What do you have there, Mr.
We have two very unhappy kitties that are going to their first vet visit. So Ted Theophilus and Balfour, or Bill,
Yeah.
who's probably female.
We have Bill and Ted. They have excellent adventures.
They do, and this is not so excellent.
This is an unexcellent adventure.
Made it so far. First time in the car. First time in the stupid little bag.
Yeah.
First time to the vet.
Yeah.
No. Hate all those things.
Well, let's go get these kitties taken care
Let's
of.
get them in and out, and maybe they can be happy again.
Okay. Okay, bye.
Goodbye.
And Balfour. Balfour.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Our vet in Natchez, Dr. Greg.
Vidalia.
Vidalia. Well,
Get it right.
they all know we're in Natchez, so
Get it right.
yeah. But he's in Vidalia, so
Yeah, so the problem is it is expensive.
Yeah.
But I don't know that we have a whole lot of secondary complications from even if the dog ate them all.
Okay.
They're probably gonna go right through. He'll absorb what he can absorb.
Okay.
And send the rest out.
So at the vet, I'm just kind of reading the posters, and there's an MLS laser therapy, which is looking pretty good to me. It's got reduce pain, reduce inflammation, restore mobility,
What does it have on it that you think you have?
arthritis and tendonitis, hip dysplasia, wounds, inflamed ears. And some of those may not apply, but
I don't know. Maybe you have inflamed ears. That's why you can't hear anything.
I'll be right here next to that. Works for Kevin.
Type of retractor
Oh, is
that
it?
we use in surgery. And
Oh, really?
No, I wish I were.
Well, that's the only time I'd ever.
But then the other one's name is Ted. So I was like,
Theophilus. His name's actually Theophilus, but he goes by Ted. You know.
all right, so let's give a run. Theophilus. I like that.
Theophilus.
That's
Yeah.
it. All right, so let's go through a rundown of what's going on. First of all, if they got into the medication, then we are looking at a gastroirritation. All right, so then that's happening.
Ted.
One of them ran off, came back with a cough.
Yes.
I firmly believe that's because we were vomiting,
Okay.
and we continuously vomited and got everything up, and that caused a little bit, because after we vomit, everybody knows you kind of clear your throat for a
Okay.
little while.
Well, pretty good report, right?
Pretty good report. We're very spicy. The official diagnosis was extra spicy. What's funny is Ted, he could hold Ted by the scruff and he would calm down, but Balfour, the smallest one, the tiniest one,
The one who was missing for a little while.
that went out into the wild, it doesn't matter. You
So
can hold him by the scruff, you can do whatever. Extra spicy.
I am feral now.
Extra spicy. So we're gonna head home with our extra spicy kittens.
Are you headed to Natchez for one of our many year-round festivals? Balloon races, music events, Christmas tree lighting, parades, historic home tours, historic cemetery tours. Natchez, Mississippi has so much to offer year-round, but we know when you get here, you're going to be looking for an absolute charming place to stay. And that's where we think at Absolute Charm Vacation Rentals, we have just the place for you. Anything from a beautiful, charming southern front porch overlooking the majestic Mississippi River, perfect for sunsets, sunrises, to an intimate, cozy cottage with a private hot tub, pet-friendly places, family-friendly places, and girlfriend, get-out-of-town, getaway places. We have it all at Absolute Charm Vacation Rentals. So we invite you to go to our site, absolutecharm.com/Natchez, and we look forward to seeing you in Natchez, Mississippi real soon.
What is it called?
Leathered.
Leather.
Yeah, we're right here. The vet is right here by the stone place that we use.
J&J Stone.
Yeah.
Hey!
Hi, girl! It's our
good. How
favorite
are you?
stone place. You care if I put you on my vlog?
Oh,
This is our
We're
girl.
not actually looking for stone today.
Yet,
so
not
this is
yet.
gorgeous.
This is what I want,
We've got some marble mantles at Hook Farm.
Okay.
And, you know, they're covered in soot and everything else. She wanted to know if there's a finish.
Like, do you have something we can wipe on it to make it look like it's wet all the time? Like some kind of sealer, or...
I do have some sealer. I don't know. I mean,
Like, is it a wet look sealer? That's what I want.
It's more to keep things from getting into the marble.
yeah.
Okay, I know there is a wet look sealer and we need that. Okay, one other question. So one of our workmen broke a piece of the marble. So do you have something that we can use to glue it back together again? I know you'll have to have something that you use to glue it.
I was telling her, y'all do that all day, every day. But that's
Yeah.
the other way to figure this. Could we bring the 3 pieces in and have y'all put it back together?
We will try. Yeah.
Yeah? I might talk to you about that.
Kevin,
Yeah, this is where we've gotten all our stone.
you want me to give you this stuff?
I'm going to take y'all over here and show you the giant saw. This is where they cut all of the shapes on this giant, it's probably like 20 by 10. It's enormous. And all that.
I can maybe squirt you a little bit out on the cardboard. Okay. How long will it last before?
So you're looking at a soapstone kind of
It's
a,
not soapstone, it's granite. I
yeah,
don't want
but
to
it looks like
deal-
soapstone, doesn't it?
This one kind of got damaged.
Yeah.
And
I don't want to
shipping-
deal with soapstone. Soapstone, the maintenance on soapstone is constant and eternal.
Right.
Yeah.
I want something that looks like soapstone but doesn't.
That's got the look though, right?
Yeah, on this side, this is the leather side of it, and I think it looks like it, looks enough like it without.
Yeah.
And it's really
How big of a piece do you need?
Not big. What are you going to do one on the island?
the island's gonna be the bigger piece, and then we just have a little itty bitty bit of countertop in this
Okay,
kitchen, so it won't
okay.
be a ton.
Okay.
We'll have to get that piece of furniture in to figure out exactly how big the piece for the island.
Where is that?
It's up in New Jersey. It's got to get down here.
Leave it to Lane to buy furniture from New Jersey.
Where'd we just go, Kevin?
J&J Stone out here in Vidalia. I guess they're in Vidalia.
We
right?
are, and we absolutely love J&J Stone. We have worked with a lot of stone places, a lot of times over a lot of years, and they just give really exceptional service.
You know, it's,
Very unhappy kittens in here.
you got to have great product, right? But the people are what make
All the difference.
all the difference, and professionalism, and it feels like we've used them twice, but did we just use them once?
No, we've used them twice.
What did we use them for?
We used them for the little bitty kitchen in the cottage. Tiny
that's
little
right.
pieces of marble.
That's right.
And
that's
she
right.
treated us just as well
Yeah.
when we were getting tiny pieces of marble for the cottage. I mean, I think we spent $350 with them for that marble for the cottage. She treated us just as well as when we did the huge kitchen in Pearl. And here, look, I'm gonna just be honest. There's a
Big slab there.
couple places in Natchez that you can get stone. We went to the other place. We had Pearl's kitchen done and we were thrilled with J&J Stone, but we were looking for just like some remnants for the cottage kitchen. And so we thought we'll stop at this other place and see. We stopped. It was going to be a tiny job. The girl was so mad at us that we did not buy stone that day. It was so weird.
I hate talking bad about anybody,
Well,
but it just didn't go that well.
It did not
but-
go as well. And then today you saw we got here to J&J Stone just popping by to see do they have
Well,
some sealer.
I'll tell you too, the thing. There's a difference between somebody trying to sell you and somebody trying to take care of you.
Yeah. Yeah.
And that's what happens out at J&J Stone is, what are your needs? Let's take care of you.
Let's take care of you.
Give you, I mean, the price is great. I gotta see that side mirror. And the service is fantastic. So,
Service is
yeah.
fantastic. I'm like, they're
We love
gonna glue the mantle. We came out here to see if we could get glue for the mantle, and ended up being like, she was just like, bring it out here. We'll glue it back together for you. We won't charge you much, you know. And they've done that for us before. We've had some antique marble that we just needed polished.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, they cut down those other pieces too.
Cut pieces for us, polished them up, made them look like new. That went into Pearl. very reasonably done. Anyway, so if you're in Natchez and you need stone, we cannot recommend J&J Stone
Well,
highly
they also do
enough.
flooring. I mean,
Oh, and flooring.
J&J flooring is what
Yeah.
it's called, really. But,
Yeah, we haven't used them for that, but I'm sure they're excellent for there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
Anyway.
Okay, bye.
Okay, bye.